Hello Cosmic Fam, welcome to Astrology Experts. In this video series, we've analyzed zodiac sign combinations and their compatibility. Let's find out why some people are drawn to or are magnetized by each other and some just naturally repel. Why is that? Good thing we can always ask the stars. Make sure to watch all the way till the end. Gemini and Cancer compatibility, values and emotions. In the lowest expression of the Gemini and Cancer relationship, the Cancer uses his or her pincher claws to cling tightly to the twins, and the twins run away in every other direction but home. But even in this case, the Cancerian gallantry, grand romanticism, and charm appeals to Gemini's romantic idealism. Cancer's rich imagination captures the Gemini heart, at least in the beginning. However, Mercury-ruled Gemini processes life on a cerebral level and is often caught between her mind and emotions. Cancer is always living in its depth and emotions. The resulting miscommunication could cause a serious divide between them. This could result in a parting of the sea of love they were drowning in at first sight, or the friendship that was off to such an exciting start. Compatibility rating 3 out of 10. Friendships. The nurturing aura around Cancer appeals to the Gemini's inner child. Therefore, this friendship often begins with Cancer listening to and supporting Gemini. But as they get to know each other, Gemini discovers Cancer's emotional depth and the fact that the crab is at the helpless mercy of the ever-changing ocean tides. In a sense, Gemini can understand that his or her own mercurial moods are certainly changeable enough. In order for this friendship to have a solid foundation, Gemini can't run away when Cancer gets stuck in one of his or her inevitable low moods, not even temporarily. Sometimes, less mature Geminis can be fair weather friends. This is not because they have bad intentions, but because they simply have not found a way to deal with their own emotions, never mind those of others. Yet, Gemini has an almost magical ability to pull Cancer out of the dumps. The twins' light energy can be contagious for the crab, who is powerfully influenced by feminine negative forces. All in all, this can be a very harmonious friendship, although at times it won't be. That's when they'll need to develop a lot of patience and tolerance. You'll hear those two words again throughout this video, as they're key to the harmony of this sun sign pairing. Compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Relationships. They share many dreams together. However, when Cancer becomes possessive and Gemini's freedom is threatened, they may shatter, at least temporarily. The good news for this couple is that this is a 2-12 sun sign pattern. That means that Cancer is likely to have a tolerant attitude toward the Gemini faults that drive him or her crazy, such as emotional detachment and the twins' seeming belief that happiness is a destination to be found in a new place, time, and planet. For Cancer, happiness is found in nesting and home life, but if he's tolerant enough to give Gemini the freedom to roam, the twins will usually return. This 2-12 pattern also means that Gemini might look up to the crab and try to learn from some of his caution and emotional sensitivity. Just remember, Gemini needs a certain amount of freedom and detachment, whereas Cancer needs to immerse herself in a lover. Cancer needs to learn how to give Gemini breathing space. Gemini needs to relate to Cancer on an intimate enough level, which can be difficult for the twins. Compatibility rating 6 out of 10. Marriage. If the twins and the crab can assimilate their different emotional patterns enough to live harmoniously most of the time, this relationship can lead to a happy marriage. The lunar-ruled Cancer is as prone to ever-shifting moods as Gemini, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily vibrating at similar frequencies. Gemini responds to feelings of instability and the Geminian polarity by branching out in multiple directions. On the other hand, Cancer retreats inwardly and can become sullen and broody. Gemini, a mutable sign influenced by positive masculine influences, snaps out of her depressive states much more quickly than does Cancer. Cancer is ruled by feminine night forces, which connects him or her to the darker sides of human existence. For this reason, Gemini's contagious lightness and positive nature often pulls the crab out of the dumps. Cancer, in turn, at least sometimes succeeds in penetrating the vulnerable core of Gemini, which isn't an easy task. After all, Gemini wears many different masks, and the twins' true identity often eludes even him. Compatibility rating 6 out of 10. Hey stars, let us know what you think of today's video. We'd really love it if you share your experiences to us and everyone watching this. If you're an introvert, even online, that's fine too. You can always privately send and share this to your star peoples. Before we proceed, hit that like button so we'll know that you enjoy watching videos like these from us. Communication. When the crab is depressed, Gemini should try to help lift his spirits instead of getting frustrated or distracted and escaping into some diversion. When Gemini is the one in a rut, the crab should try to cheer her up rather than being pulled down by her mood. Remember that Cancer is an empath and absorbs the energy around him. That's not an easy cross to bear, so Gemini needs to practice patience and tolerance for this relationship to work. Most twins are short on a first, but have an abundance of the latter. Compatibility rating 3 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. A sexual relationship between these two needs to be intimate enough for Cancer, but mentally stimulating enough for Gemini. If able to strike a balance in this area, the ecstasy they can experience together is virtually unlimited. They're much more likely to attain this balance if there's emotional intimacy between them. If this is a purely sexual connection, it may be short-lived. Gemini is often drawn to Cancer's romantic personality like moth to a flame. But once they get to know each other, their ideas of romance might differ in some significant ways. For Gemini, romance is about adventure and exploration. Even when they are happy at home, they seek fulfillment of their romantic ideals outside the self. They do this by playing new roles and mind games, trying new positions, and traveling to new places with their partners when they can. For Cancer, love is a flame that burns deep in the heart, an ocean, depth that lives inside him. Thus, for a Cancer, home is literally where the heart is. If Cancer is open to exploring the fertile landscape of the Gemini mind far and wide, he or she will be able to sustain Gemini's long-term interest. If Gemini can open up a crack and let the vulnerable, youthful person inside her peer out at her Cancerian lover with wide eyes, Cancer will be delighted. There are few greater pleasures for Cancer men and women than uncovering a lover's vulnerability and being a savior. When they open up and let each other in, Cancer taps into his or her natural kinkiness, satisfying Gemini on all levels. In turn, Gemini satisfies Cancer's need to nurture a lover. Compatibility rating 5 out of 5. Gemini Cancer Compatibility Pros. Cancer can be a stabilizing force for Gemini and nurtures the twins' inner child. Gemini has a wonderful ability to lift some of the Cancer's darkest moods with her positive outlook and contagious belief that every day is a chance to begin again. Ruled by positive masculine forces, Gemini is often more extroverted than Cancer and brings the crab out of his shell. Gemini and Cancer Compatibility Cons. Cancer is an empath. If the crab has not yet learned to live in harmony with and exercise some control over his gift, it can be a curse. In this case, Cancer might be pulled under by Gemini's bad moods, unable to lift her up. This can result in the twins' growing restlessness. Gemini operates largely on a cerebral plane and avoids feelings at times. Cancer is driven through life by an overwhelming need for the very emotional intimacy that Gemini tries to skip over. Cancer can be highly sentimental and stuck in the past, whereas Gemini moves on quickly and doesn't like to look back once a new direction takes hold. Summary of Gemini and Cancer. This can be a case of opposites attracting. These two complex characters often fall in love with the idea of each other before actually getting close. If they become truly bonded as friends or lovers, their differences can become areas of great contention, but they can also be wonderful assets to each other. Less mature Geminis and Cancers may not be able to tolerate each other very long or make each other miserable together. More evolved pairings balance each other out, and when they throw each other out of whack, they patiently wait for their stars to align again. Overall compatibility rating, 5 out of 10. We're glad you made it all the way through. You can find your zodiac compatibility here on this playlist. If you're single and don't want to mingle yet, click that subscribe button and let's work on yourself first. Come visit our website, astrologyexperts.com. Learn about zodiac signs and so much more over there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.